Hi, it's Karen Brownlee from the North Suburban YMCA here with our 5 minutes of exercise. Today we're going to do cardiovascular exercise while standing or seated. So if the standing ones don't feel good to you, you can change to seated exercises. You'll see I have two dining chairs with me, one that I can sit in if I need to, one that I can hold on to for balance. We're going to start by marching. Now, if you have a walker or you have a cane, you can certainly feel free to use that. We're just doing 5 minutes. That's all I ask of you today. However, if you're doing something and it doesn't feel good, stop doing it and change it. Maybe you can just move your legs without doing the marching. If you've got that walker or you've got that cane, you've also got a chair beside you. And you have a chair behind you too. So you can be marching in place. If marching in place doesn't feel good to your knees, you can sit down in your chair and just march in place while seated. Either way works for me. You're either marching while seated or marching while standing. You can hold on to your cane, you can hold on to your walker, you can hold on to your chair. This is getting you back into exercise regularly. If you've been sitting around too long lately and you need to start moving again, 5 minutes is all I ask. But of course, if the 5 minutes is too long, then I want you to listen to your body and I want you to stop if you need to. We're going to turn this into a step tap, step tap. So you're stepping to your side. If this doesn't feel good to you, continue with the marching, and remember you can continue with the seating, with the sitting, and you could do step tap, step tap. So you could do this while seated. So if you're standing up marching and you think, well, maybe I could try that seated thing, have a seat, one foot is wider, and the other taps across and then plants wider. So this is how it looks if you're seated. This is how it looks if you're standing. Remember, you can hold onto your chair for balance. If you don't have two chairs, you just have one. You can hold onto your table for balance. Whatever's going to help you feel safe while doing these moving exercises. Okay, so we've done our step touch. Now we're going to have our feet together and tap out, tap out. And I'd like you to add in some arm motions now. This is what it looks like if you can stand and do it, unless you need to hold on. In which case, maybe you could just raise your shoulders up and down. And remember, you could also do this seated. It would look like this. Tap out. And then if you can, reach in front with your arms. And remember, you could do this with your walker too. If you have a walker in front of you, try tapping out to the width of your walker. You're holding onto that walker for stability. If you've got a cane, you can use that. You can move the other arm. And then you could hold onto the chair and move your cane arm a little bit. What we're working on is trying to get your heart rate up so that you can build up endurance so that you can walk further in your days. So remember, this is the standing option and this is the seated option. You do what's best for you. All right, our next exercise is going to be just lifting. Lifting straight up. We are already more than halfway through our 5 minutes. You can have your cane. You can be using your walker. You're not actually walking, you're just lifting those legs. If you don't need the walker and you don't need the cane and you don't need to hold on, start to bring your arm out to the side. You can do the opposite arm and leg. You can do the same together. A little bit of an angle out to the side. I would like you to keep your chest up, your shoulders down, and your belly tight. This is how it looks if you're standing. You don't have to be standing. Just lift that knee and reach that arm out while you're seated. If that's getting to be too much for your hip flexors, you can straighten one leg and the other leg. And then you can bring those arms out. Remember I said you could do opposite arm and leg or same arm and leg. Whatever you choose to do works for me as long as you're sitting up tall with your shoulders down and your belly tight. Remember, for those of you who are standing, you're lifting. Lifting, your belly is tight. If this hurts your knees, don't do it. If it hurts your hips, don't do it. Have a seat and do the other activity. All right, the next one is going to be a butt kick. So you're bending that leg up behind you. I'm going to demonstrate sideways. So you can see I'm bending from my knee, bringing my heel towards my buttock. Once again, if this hurts your knees while you're standing, you can sit down and do it. And I want you to bring one leg back and the other leg back. If you're in a chair that you can't reach back, scooch to the front of it a little bit more and just bring it back slightly. You could also add in your arms. You can do that while seated, while you're tapping back, or you can do it while standing. And if you want, If you've got the balance to be able to stand without holding on to anything, you can certainly move those arms too. If you're holding onto your walker, you can tap back. You can have one hand on your chair, one hand on your cane. We're just trying to build back strength in our cardiovascular system and in our legs so that we can move more, building up your endurance 5 minutes at a time. And guess what? We have 7 seconds and we're done. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down, your belly is tight. For 2, 1, and we are done. Congratulations, you got through another 5 minutes. Join me again another time. In the meantime, have a terrific day, and I certainly hope that I will see you again at the North Suburban YMCA soon. Take care.